Okay, very good. Yeah. So Snyder, tell us about yourself.
Oh, I'm Snyder from Children's Garden Home and School. I've been raised up there through my primary, my high school, and my college. I've just finished my college. I was doing diploma in special needs education, children with autism.
Wow.
So for now, I'm on internship. Yeah.
Wow, you're in an internship. Are you in a school or a center?
Yes, I'm in a special school for
Okay.
children with autism.
Okay. Is it specialized in autism or is it all kinds?
No, autism.
Autism, yeah. So are you in the same place as Yvonne? Or you
No, Yvonne is in college, but for me, I've finished for my diploma. Now I'm working to gain experience.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Before I join university for my degree.
Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. When do you start with your university?
I'm not sure about that because I don't have the funds for now, but
Okay.
I'll still work.
Okay, okay. Maybe you can be like Isaac. You write me your CV, okay?
Yeah.
And then you write your dreams, like what are you doing now? And then your dreams to go to university. And how you think you would like to raise the funds for yourself, right? You will have to raise it yourself, isn't it? To go to university, yeah. So maybe amongst all of us, we might be able to help you find a scholarship or something.
Sure.
Okay, so you have to let us know. You can make a video of yourself, the 4 Ws. I think the Children's Garden group hasn't made the video of the 4 Ws yet.
Maybe you can make it on weekend because during weekends I'm at Children's Garden Home and School.
Yeah, maybe you'll find a way, and then you pull the video together. The Kimlea girls have made the video, but we haven't been able to get to them. But this is a youth stewardship program to basically bring the awareness and the opportunities, and also how you all can find your own strength as well, to keep fulfilling the dreams of yourself and the communities you choose to serve for. Yeah. So
yeah.
So I don't know if you, so that's like, that's Nika. Hello, Nika. Wow, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you, Nika?
I'm fine.
Yeah, we've already started recording, although it's more casual, but we are kind of catching up. Wait, that is somebody, your face that's new, isn't it? That's George.
Yeah.
Hello, George. This is the first time we're meeting.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. I saw your name on the chat group. So you all managed to make the time. That's wonderful. Welcome to Bilberries Blue Youth Stewardship Program.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, usually, we take half an hour to kind of get everybody settled in. The program proper starts around 2:30. And today I'm going to have a cover for Bernie. I'm not very sure if I can do it, but I'll try. Okay. So George, tell us something about yourself.
I'm George. I'm from Children's Garden Home and School. Yeah, I'm planning to join school to do building and construction. I was invited with my brother Isaac.
So have you finished where are you in your education now?
I'm supposed to join a certain polytechnic to pursue in building and construction.
Right. So when is that ongoing now, or is that starting soon?
I think it will be next year.
So between now and next year, what are you doing?
I'm just teaching. I'm just teaching some pupils here in school.
You're teaching the students. So while you're in between your own education and career progress, essentially you're actually teaching in the children's garden, right?
Yeah, and I'm also building other, like I'm doing repair for classes and doing other outside work
Fantastic,
skills.
fantastic. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you able to get help from architects and engineers and all that?
Yeah, I have some friends that they give me some knowledge how to do it, then I put it in practice. That's why I'm being given opportunity here in school to do those.
So it looks like you all have an ongoing work that's very worthwhile. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is the children's garden home and school itself, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that work, have you all
Yeah.
like probably much divided the work among yourselves, isn't it?
Yes. We have
Yeah.
divided like each and everyone has its own department.
Yeah, maybe you can help by at least documenting down what each of the areas are and where each of you are, so that I can have a visual and maybe see how we can support each of you. You know, I just need a visual of what you are working on at Children's Garden, and then your own personal as well. So you should be writing your CV and more like writing your dreams, and then you need to make a video, the 4
And
Ws,
send.
yeah, of each of you, your video, and then put it all together as Children's Garden.
Okay, I
youths,
will inform them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will inform them. Then we do a short video, then send it to you.
Yeah. Then I can post it on the Bilberries Blue, the 4 Ws, because I'm in the process of also explaining this work, you know, to basically my network, and also what kind of work that we can people internationally can also be able to support each of you, and also the Children's Garden as well. Okay, until I have the information, I can't find the support, you know. But I know all of you are so busy, but for those of you who are in between school and all that, then maybe you can make an effort to pool everybody the information together.
Yeah. We can. We can set a time to do that.
Yeah. So Victor, Mr. CEO, hello. And Margaret and Purity, who's behind those screens.
Hi.
Hello, Victor. I haven't seen you in a month. How's everything?
I'm good. Yeah. It's just a little work. I'm sorry for being.
Margaret and Purity.
It's Sulaiman, isn't it? You put your names. I still can't recognize some of you. Okay, so Victor, how's your organization going? Did you get all the links I sent for you? I can't hear you, Victor.
No, I. Hello.
Yep, I got you. Yep, go on.
So I was saying, my phone had a little problem. So I had to factorize the phone. So everything I lost it. So I will ask if you could please resend them to me again.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to think of a process now. of how all the information that I send, right, you all can access it, So I'm looking at a few software, but we'll talk about that later. I'm thinking the youth stewardship program also can begin to have two parts. One part is to continue the formation work that Bernie has set for us, right? And then another part is to really do on the various work streams that each of us are working on, whether it's your own project or whether it's a group project, because the work with the BB Lighthouse keepers has gotten traction. It's getting very good. And it's just a matter of me going like, okay, every week or every month, you all have these items that you all need to do. And when you do it, you will get to the next step and the next step. Something like that.
Yeah.
Rather than when it's very open and it's hard for you to navigate it. You may not have the experience, right? Then you get overwhelmed. So I'm kind of trying to like slow it all down and then seeing each of you, if you have your own projects, you want to have your own projects, I can basically include the coaching as well. Yeah. Y'all like that? At least we have like the whole group of us coming together, right? And being able to give the input, and it's very exciting. Yeah. And then we have one date every month that we look forward to where we can get the inputs. And then we may even have breakout rooms and all that. Okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Sulaiman, how are you, Sulaiman? Yeah, looking good. So Victor, I also have invited a few others. I don't know if they're going to join today, but I thought after speaking with you, I realized there are a few youths like yourself who have just left school and starting their own thing, or and probably need some support and guidance on the entrepreneurism. And I've invited them. There's one lady, she's actually done her farm startup, and then she invited another. So two ladies, they are actually doing their own urban farm aggregator startup. So she's, but they're very, very busy right now. But I've invited them and they accepted to join the youth stewardship. And then there's another young man as well. He was doing F&B when in his youth, and then now he's actually looking at co-working spaces, but related to food, and he's doing food science. So I think having a few around your experience level and your age, I think is quite good. And Ben will next year be graduating, so he will also be in that space where you finish your highest level education. So Hong Kai has also finished that, and now Hong Kai has really found traction in the BB Lighthouse after we've been working a few times. So I think we need to kind of like contain the project, define it, and that's the best way for us to be able to guide. And when it's applied to your own project or applied to a project, then you will know what we're talking about. Then all the components of how you will run your own organization or business or projects, community projects or education projects, you will get a better sense of it. So it becomes more like a system rather than every time you're learning something from scratch again, or maybe you don't have the foundational course. So, okay, so I don't know what to call it, but then there's another lady, Joy, as well. She's already working. So I think it'll be interesting. Some of you are in school, some of you are already working, or some already have set up our own organization. So that's the mix of this youth stewardship, and that's how it's developing. Okay, so I've got Nika and Mel Felix. Hello. Hi, how are you, Mel Felix?
I'm fine.
You're looking more smiley now. You got your vaccine already?
Yeah.
How's life back to normal now with the vaccine?
Pretty normal.
Yeah. Have you gone back to school, or you're still
Not yet. They're still deciding what to do.
Right, right,
if we will have face to face or not.
right.
It's still GCQ here in our
Yeah.
place.
In the village, people
Eh,
all vaccinated already.
The, the the senior citizens is not yet because they're afraid of vaccine.
Oh.
It's like they say they will be zombie.
No, there are so many in the world who have been vaccinated and they're fine.
Yeah.
It really protects them, you know. We will have to find a way to persuade them. It protects them. And even if they catch it, the symptoms are much lower, you know. It's the data is very, very clear already. Very clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. And then your own work, how's it going? Okay, Nika, how are you, Nika?
Again, what again?
How are you, Nika? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Still deep in your schoolwork?
What I can't.
How are you doing in your schoolwork?
Oh, it's good. It's
No, can't hear. Okay, so today we are supposed to talk about so it's 2:30 now. We're supposed to talk about dignity. But I think this program, we better wait for Bernie to teach it to us, to conduct this. Yeah, because yeah, so she's not able to join us today. She had a little bit of surgery, but she's recovering now. She will tell you to yourself next month. Okay, but she's doing well. So I feel we don't do the program today. As in, I can't really teach you all about dignity. I don't know the way that Bernie would do it, you know. So I'm thinking we do something different. Okay. There's 9, 10 of us. So I have no plan. I think maybe you'll ask me like questions about what your need right now, like, and then I'll see if I can like provide some guidance. I don't know. Mary Wick, hello.
Hi there.
Hi, Mary Wick. Thanks for joining. Let me show me your video. We're already recording. Yeah.
Give me a second, yeah.
Okay. Or maybe I'll be brave and try to be a Bernie and do the dignity. Since the cohort one have gone through it. Okay, we do. If not, Bernie will scold me. Okay, Mary Wick, show your video. So have you met everybody here, Mary Wick? We have Snyder, who is new today. Hi, how are you? You're smiling again. How's all your the vaccine drive? Are you still volunteering there?
No, we just stopped a month ago, I think. I just got back from my village. It's a flood.
Oh my goodness.
A big flood. So that's why I'm absent last week.
Oh
And last
yeah.
month.
Yes. So you went back there And then
Yeah.
you took a flight there. The flights are still running.
Using boat. We don't have any access to road yet. We still use boats, only boats.
Yeah, Marivik, tell everybody here about your village.
Hi everyone. I think
Have you met everybody here?
I don't think so.
No? You
Yeah.
haven't met you missed all the introduction sessions? Oh, because
Yeah.
last month was the first. Okay. Why don't you spend some time getting to know each other? Okay,
Yeah, so,
yeah.
my name is Marivik Benedict and I'm 22 years old. I'm currently taking a Bachelor of Economics in University Malaya. So I come from a rural village. I grew up with my grandmother since I was around 7 years old until 12 years old, I guess. So living in the rural village with no access of electricity, no access of clean water and roads. It's a tough journey for me, but I don't look at the negative way. I look at on the brighter sides. It pushed me to get how do we say, for me to get a brighter future, or motivate me more to keep on going rather than stuck in the village and there's no how we say, there's no without any new knowledge for me to gain. So I keep on going, keep on trying new things, exploring new activities, programs such as joining Bilberries, get to know each other in this group. So yeah.
You are amazing, Marivik. Okay, never forget that. Yeah, your energy is always so positive, and you can get that perspective so well at such a young age. So you gotta hold on to that. And you are right about joining us. Okay.
Yeah.
we are a powerhouse. Okay. We haven't even begun yet, you know. And look, it's just been 10 months and we've gotten to know each other so well. So can you imagine if you just keep journeying? And then when all our dreams come true, it's going to be just fantastic, you know. Yeah. So these are our friends from Nairobi. You haven't met anyone here? This is the first time you're meeting.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So who wants to go first? So let's see. George. Anthony. Yeah. Can you? So I'll tell you what. Instead of going around introducing, right? What we need to do is let's do something, right, that can tell us about ourselves, because we are in Zoom, you know, and kind of deeper. Okay, so let's say it's dignity, right, this week. Okay, so I'm going to just jump onto the program, which I don't know. So Marivik, Bernie has sent her apologies for not being able to make it today. So I'm kind of covering her. Wait, I'm going to share screen. I was sharing with everybody that I thought that we've actually gotten to know each other quite well. Even the cohort too, and quite quickly as well, because people were very open and forthcoming about where they are and what their dreams are and their hopes are. So that I'm thinking one part of the program can still be on the formation, which I think is very important, that you all internalize the 7 milestones, you know, and begin to start, rather than just recording and reflecting it here, somehow we need to make it visible and tangible. So last week, we set up an editorial group. And then Snyder, there is another group on the preparing and creating the summer school. That one is a bit later, although we've tried it already and we finished to a point where we're submitting the grant paper. And the grant results are going to come out this Friday. Okay, so I'll let you all know through the chat channel what is that results, whether we get the money or not. Even if we don't get the money, we have to keep continuing. So that's for the summer school. Okay, so then the editorial team is meant to be really documenting this journey, the youth stewardship journey, you know. So if you are still, I think some of you already joined the editorial team, but we haven't had a working session regarding it. So I'm trying to think that the youth stewardship program should have these two components. One component where is the formation. Second component is where we have our group projects. We need to have the work sessions. The Lighthouse Keepers have found traction. It's very good. It's really coming together, that project. And then maybe there's a third component of it, where each of you, if you have any projects that you have that you want to bring to the group to get either feedback or brainstorming, we can do that as well. You know, kind of like either your personal project or something. Okay, so where first part is formation, second part is the our own projects. Okay, and then your own personal project. But for now, let me just refresh. Can somebody find that dignity thing and the guidelines authored by Bernie and read it out, please? I think I'm going to do this slightly differently. So less of me talking, more of you kind of doing it. So who knows what is the guidance regarding dignity? Do you all know where to find it? If you go to the Bilberries Blue YouTube, you go into playlists. Okay, hang on. Can you find it? What is dignity? Mel Felix, can you find it, Mel Felix? Well, we're waiting for Mel Felix to find it. Mel Felix, can you find it, Mel Felix?
Can you repeat the question?
What is dignity? What is dignity that Bernie has authored for us? She has written something. Remember when you all had the first in the cohort 1, we started identity, and then we start with what is dignity? Who can remember?
On my note.
Okay, I'm going to open up. Okay, I'm going to open it up. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. Okay, can you see? This is where the information is. Okay. Snyder, this is the link where you can get the guidance to the 4 Ws. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the pedagogical provocation library. Okay. So the first one is 4 Ws. The second one is really the 7 milestones. If you can master these 7 milestones, you will have a very strong sense of your own core. So this youth stewardship program is really about having a process where you can find your own core. Okay.
Yeah.
and solidify it. So we had I don't know why my computer is a bit funky today. It's really not okay. I'll send you all the link. See if one of you can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then read it out, because my computer is not good today. Okay, I'll send it on the chat group and I'll see who can find it. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the link. Say, and then find it and read out essentially the milestone about dignity. Then we'll talk about it. Can somebody find it? Ellen, you want to try finding it? I already sent it the link. Yeah. What is dignity? Okay, the whole Bilberries Blue governance principle is really about the promotion and protection of the dignity of human life. So that's why the meaning of dignity is very important for us to examine. Did anybody find it? So it's like dignity is the equalizer. Can y'all find it? So let's, okay, Ellen can't find it. Ben, can you find it?
Send through the link you sent in the chat?
Yeah, yeah, through the link. So let's start with Snyder, okay? Snyder. Yeah. I'm very intrigued about your work with the children with autism. Maybe you can share with everybody, what that work is like. What is it about?
Okay. Dealing with children with autism. Okay, I've just finished the diploma and learning, and whatever I learned in school, applying it in class, it's a bit different, because children with autism, they are different. One child with autism is not like the other. So if you see one child with autism, you don't generalize them like they are all equal. They all have different abilities and capabilities. And teaching them is fun as long as you understand them. And and my idea about, I want to do something about autism. It was my idea with Victor. We want to start something like physiotherapy, whereby we can be providing therapy sessions for children with autism, because with autism, maybe you can get a family with children with autism, but they are not able to go and pay for the therapies they needed, like the speech therapy, the massage, and all those things. So that was my idea. So that is what I'm thinking about it. I want to start it. And maybe you can give me more ideas about it. whoever is willing. And working with them is a bit challenging because, you know, some of them are from very poor families and others are from rich families. So there is a big gap. So for those who are from the poor families are not able to pay for the therapies, and some of them are locked in the houses, they are not able to go to school. Yeah, that's what I want to do, creating awareness. That's all.
Wonderful, wonderful, Snyder. Thank you so much. That's really inspiring. We have Washima. Washima, thank you for jumping in. I was paddling in the water, not under, it's not good.
Great ideas and great passion and great desire. You know what? I was looking at what is NDP. So if your project or your ideas have the NDP element, which is the need, there must be a need, there must be a desire, and there must be a passion. And so when I heard you, I think there is NDP in your ideas. So great.
Thank you.
And Washima, today, Bernie has sent her apologies. She can't make it today. So I thought either we continue to explore dignity or we do some, today I was already feeling it anyway, that maybe our monthly meeting is so precious that maybe one part of it is, you know, all of us catching up, seeing each other, how we're doing. One part is the formation work. I think the 7 milestones are important to anchor. The other part is where we were finding, getting so much good traction on the BB Lighthouse, right? That I'm wondering if all the different project work streams where each person can take the leadership, like Honkai has taken the leadership for the Lighthouse Keepers together, Ellen and Tasha, where we can really kind of taking this opportunity, this airtime that we have with each other to move the projects along, you know.
Okay, so are you looking at, should we look at like the way we have it in Singapore, 3 of them are collaborating and we are there supporting. So rather than having that lone journey, it's always nice to bounce off ideas and quickly move to the action stage.
Yeah, so for the BB Youth Stewardship Program projects, we have the BB Lighthouse, we have basically the BB Summer School, right? And we have essentially the editorial team. I don't know what to call it, but we should give it a name. But the pedagogical documentation should be learned by everybody. So we hope everybody learns the formation piece. We hope everybody internalizes the pedagogical documentation, and very clearly Honkai has, because he
very
wrote
beautifully.
It.
So maybe we should share that and get everyone to ratify it, to kind of ask questions, to digest it, because on your own, it's difficult because the contexts are different. The needs are different.
But he's not here today. So that's what I mean, right? Where every month we meet, where somebody has taken a project lead or something, then that person can kind of like share with everybody, you know, and then we move it along.
Okay.
So this is our slight shift in our program format, I think.
Yes. So is it possible for everyone to get an idea as to what we with Honkai, what we've been working with? Is it possible to share that file on the WhatsApp?
Yes, I think we can. I'll get Honkai to do that. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because then what happens is they can have a conversation about it and use that as a framework, and then put in all the questions for us. That means we will go through in dialoguing about it with the group. Yeah. So it's easier when you talk about it, then you understand it better rather than just reading it.
Yeah, so I think the pedagogical documentation process, we will use Hongkai's written work as the provocation. I think that's beautiful. And then we'll
I
put
think
it
it's a
on
great
WhatsApp.
idea.
Yeah, we'll put it on WhatsApp, and then everybody responses, and then next month we can talk about it, and then I'm
but
sure people
let's
will
be very clear for everyone. What are we expecting by next month? So while we go through our milestones, we are sharing this wonderful piece of work, which you will put it on WhatsApp. And then either they sit down with any colleague, any friend in a group by themselves and think about it and write questions or perspectives that they want clarification or they have new ideas about.
So everybody, what Washima is saying is, Washima is guiding us on how to do pedagogical documentation. And this is very, very precious skill and knowledge, you know, and learning. So you have to put in the effort to do the work, then you will get the understanding and the benefit from it. Okay. So do you have questions regarding what Washima just said? So we're going to put Hongkai's write-up that he has done for BB Lighthouse. As a BB Lighthouse keeper, they're designing basically a BB Lighthouse program. So Snyder, I was asking you about the autism because the BB Lighthouse project is about full inclusion of children and students and young adults with special needs. We have actually moved away from the term special needs somehow, and but it's a journey, you know. Maybe at the start, this is what you see, but I've been journeying this for 14 years because my son has trisomy 21, which is known as Down syndrome as well. So he's 14 already. So I'm living this journey, and it's already a journey of joy, and a journey of non-fear, and it's a journey of possibilities. So with that, Ellen and Tasha are now our apprentices. So they're working at Bilberries Blue, and one of the projects is Bilberries Blue Lighthouse. So they work with another youth called Hongkai, and they are supposed to design the Tasha, she's falling asleep. Tasha, can you share with Snyder how we came up with the ambassadors program idea? It's kind of between you and Ellen. Ellen came up with the name, but can you share a little bit about that?
I think the main idea we had was Ellen's idea, but then I think the main idea why we had come up with baby ambassadors was to spread love, care, joy, and concern for others.
Yeah, did y'all catch that? The main idea is to spread joy and concern for others. It was a very simple idea at the end of the day. It wasn't so much about are we going to be able to give therapy? Are we going to be able to give etc., etc.? So we really deep discussed all this, and it was Ellen and Tasha from their living experience that is really telling us what is necessary, you know. Ellen, can you explain it a bit further? Yeah, what is BB Lighthouse about?
BB Lighthouse is all about happiness and also care to each other.
Happiness and?
BB Lighthouse is all happiness and also care for each other.
Care for each other. Happiness and care for each other. And so we are now designing an ambassadors program. So Ellen and Tasha and Hongkai are BB Lighthouse keepers together with Joy, who has recently joined the group. And they are designing, or we are all together designing a program, the BB Lighthouse Ambassadors program for 5 students in the school. So our project is now in the school that has it's kind of more like, I guess, vocational education. but it has some population, I think, on the spectrum as well. So we don't go with the diagnosis, we just go with the person himself or herself. Not Snyder, like you say, you know, it's knowing the person individually rather than trying to fit the theory to the person. Right? So you kind of got it. So I think, Snyder, this piece of work that Hong Kai has written, it's really the culmination of, I guess, since the first time we met him, maybe around April, when Ellen and Natasha were hosting a BB Open Studios, you know, regarding how we live full inclusion so easily, but there is actually quite a lot of background work that we've done. We've also got libraries, a library of books and toys as well. So maybe the Baby Lighthouse is something that you maybe will put in a little bit more attention to compared to the other projects. So I would kind of put you and Yvonne in this project, the Baby Lighthouse project. Yeah. So do you have time to be able to join the project? So even though you're in Kenya, I think both of you can, when you observe how the BB Lighthouse project is evolving in Singapore, you would be able to contribute ideas as well as get ideas for the things that you want to do, so that your starting point is not from zero. You know, just like I was telling Victor, his starting point doesn't need to do everything himself. So there's always there's a method to the madness, whether it's this project or that project or that project. Okay, so then you can quickly, the effort can really go towards the project outcome that you want to serve the people to benefit.
Also, I feel, Peng An, by sharing what is happening in Singapore and other places, our original ideas will morph into something more.
Yeah.
So we will normally not go in for that which we've already done before, or the way it has been done before. We may be able to add many more ways of finding new solutions to achieving our goals.
Yeah. So this is the purpose of it. So with Hong Kai sharing, then if what Washima has said, each of you can either sit with each other or even in the group, you know, kind of reflect on how come he has written that piece of work after basically 6 months of observing, dialoguing with us. And now because he has to implement the program already, right? We're meeting the teachers up to the level of the individual form teachers, up to the level of the, you know, like it's going to be secondary 4 level. And we have to meet the parents. Then only we meet the students. And then we have to onboard them. And then essentially we're telling them, it's a walk of opportunities, same as this, and they're stewards essentially. So, but their age group is they're about 16. So then we're piloting with 5 students. So you can see that even from the idea and into the implementation, it has to be very specific as we engage the different groups of people, you know. Because every child comes with their parents and their teachers and their families, right, Snyder? Yeah. So whatever program we need to work with the students, we are essentially impacting the cultural shift of their families regarding the child, so that you can open up and unlock the potential in the child, because it's the eyes. If your eyes and your lenses don't see the child, then the child cannot be. I think Washima, maybe you help me with this. Huh? It's. Oh, you're mute, Washima. You're muted.
Like if we see the child as weak and then all the choices we make will be according to the image of the child that we hold in our mind. But if we see the child as a can-do child, a child that has full of aspiration, a child full of skills, then we shall respond to the child more respectfully. So sometimes you hear the parents say, oh, my child is very stubborn, very naughty, he doesn't listen to me. So in their mind, they're holding that image of the child. But when we are out to work with the community, we believe that with the right inputs, with the right opportunities, all the children can come to do more than what they had imagined for themselves. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that when we shift our image of the child, we start making and talking to them in a different way?
So I think this is a great reflection, the image of the child, because I think everyone here pretty much work with children, because everyone in children's garden actually work in the home, in the school, and Marivic actually has done a lot of work with children, and I'm sure Mel Felix as well, and Nika too in the village. So let's talk about this. Washima, can you help us lead on this, the image of the child?
Okay, so just imagine when you have, like, close your eyes and imagine that one person who believed in you. Can you see a face of that one person, one teacher, one adult, one neighbor, or Daddy Moses, or a friend, or somebody, some adult or another friend in your life who believed in you? And that person then has such a positive influence because you don't feel so hopeless. There is at least somebody who believes in you. So they say that every one of us needs that one person who believes in us, and that helps to motivate us, keep us believing in ourselves, keep us not feeling hopeless because somebody believes in us, because that somebody has a good image of us in their mind and they believe we can. So can you think of that one person? Because we all need that one mind, one another heart who believes we can, even when we don't believe we can. And that person is very essential for our mental health, for our trust in ourselves, for our belief in ourselves. And it works as, and not everyone is so fortunate. If we don't have that person in our mind, it could be from the church, it could be from our neighborhood, it could be another person next to us. Because otherwise life can be very, very challenging if there's no one to call a friend.
Yeah, does anybody want to share what is immediately coming to you?
I think I have
go for it,
something to share.
Yes, go for it, Marivic.
During high school, I am well known as a naughty student, but then I live in the boarding school, so I'm attached to all the teachers and always meet the teachers every day in school. And there's this one teacher, as Washima said, there's one person that comes into your mind that always motivates you, and she pops out in my mind. And I knew her since I was 15 years old, I guess. And then she kept on, I inspired her as a young and successful teacher, being able to travel around the world without depending on parents with her own money. And then I keep on reflecting her lifestyle and then compare it to mine. I also want to be like her. I also want to be a teacher. I want to teach others. I want to inspire others how I inspired her. And then she kept on telling me the same thing. Even though people doesn't like you that much, you still can prove them wrong. You still can do the best, and then just show them or prove them wrong, so that you can be better version for yourself. And then every day I keep on living with that motivation, and I be able to get a great result in high school. I be able to get straight A's, and I continue my Form 6 also with my that teacher's guidance. She encouraged me to enter Form 6, and then I also managed to get straight A's. And people keep on wanting to get education, being a teacher, but then she taught me there's other platform, there's other ways that you can be a teacher, not just being in the education platform itself. Then she encouraged me to try other things that I love. So I applied for economy, and now I am in one of the best university in Malaysia. It's all basically based on what she has taught me, how do she push me as a teacher, as a friend. Even though she's a teacher, but I also acknowledge her as a friend because I tell her all about my problems, my family problems, or my financial problems. And then she encouraged me to be me right now.
And you see, that is the change that is possible just with when we have people who believe in us. So
Yes.
First of all, we want to be those people. If we want to make a difference in the community, you never know whose life you're going to touch. So this is being an everyday person to look out for. Whose life can you touch? What difference can you make? It can be every day with somebody, even a smile. Even a smile, even a pat on the shoulder. People need that signals from life. Hey, I'm good enough. People are smiling at me and giving me a hug. Now with COVID, nobody hugs, but at least a big high five or a bump. Please bring this nature into yourselves, because you never know. With every day, you will see that same energy that you radiate will come back to you many times.
It's so powerful, isn't it? Marivik, your sharing is so powerful, you know. It just makes me think that it's like, because she believes in you, and look at how you have just gone on from, you know,
absolutely,
you're getting straight A's and all that, Marivik, and I'm sure the conditions and the circumstances must have been so challenging, right? And when you were 15, it must have been so challenging, having to get through all that, you know, in a village where, you know, even there are no roads, you have to get through in boats, and then people around you, and she turned up for you. Huh? She has the image of the child. She saw you before you even saw yourself, you know. Yeah, I love it. I love this, Washima. I love this, you know.
Yes.
It's not so onerous for each of us to be able to hold a positive image, the image of the child.
And especially in today's times where people are so lonely, so hopeless, surviving it with such stressful conditions, but that one little twinkle in the eye, one belief, one smile, one little loving conversation, one hand of friendship, So let's look at what the basics are for our interaction and engaging the world. So it doesn't have to be big things sometimes to start with.
No, this is our extension of our friendship, right? This is us living a friendship. And we don't almost need all the like what Marivic said, right? You can be a teacher without being on a teacher platform, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So does anybody else want to share something that's coming to your mind as we are talking?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, come on.
Okay, so I have something to say. Nowadays, we see people in the society, it's not that way because we don't have anything to do. They will involve in doing some. Sometimes young people, they have ideas from education, but because we don't give them, they are nothing. So I feel that we can start with the young people in the society so that the society may change. Because nowadays, many young people, they are lost in some things that are not valuable into their life. They're lost in drugs. Some of them are gangs they are stealing from the society. So we should listen to them and should stand with them so that they may not involve themselves in such manner. So what I think, we should listen to ideas coming up from these young people. We should listen what is in their minds, because sometimes we can pressure someone to do a certain thing, but that thing is not according to him. Is not his or her interest. So we should listen to whatever it's in the mind of a person.
Yeah, so wow. So Paul, you really understand, right? Why someone would turn to something that is not valuable to them, like drugs or guns, right? You said this, right? So and then you link it, right, to essentially about listening to their ideas. So the extension of friendship, where I believe in you because I'm having the image of the child, right, of the positive image of you. In action, what you're saying is translating to listening to them. Huh, Washima?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So when people tell you your problems, their problems, it's not always they are jumping to get you to solve all their problems. Nobody can solve all the problems. But even listening and listening without really judging is a huge skill that is missing in the world today. So that's something which we always try and practice by making sure that you have been there for somebody to listen to their troubles, how they feel. We've used our head too much. Now we need to be connecting with our heart.
So it's like, if I believe in you, I don't judge you so quickly. Is that what it is?
Yes. And people are wanting to talk to somebody who's not always judging them, but also they're just listening to them because they feel they were heard. That's the right of every human being to be heard.
Washima, you mentioned the word right.
Yes.
Let's go to that. The right of every human being to be heard.
Yes.
So we have one person who believes in you, one person who has a good image of us and who believes we can. So how come that person, and then that person who believes in us is able to listen to us, right?
Because you don't listen to anyone who you feel doesn't care about you. That's why most of the teachers who go yell, 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 the students don't listen, because if you don't care about me, I don't want to listen to you, right? Sometimes life is not that complicated when it comes to building up relationships.
So we
simplify our framework. So people who around us, with us, they understand how important this way of communication is and how it can make life and how it can destroy life. Because we can't change all the circumstances people are born into, but we can be helpful on their journey.
Does anybody want to share?
Well,
Yes, Tasha. Yeah, go on, Tasha.
Ever since I got into my secondary school, I felt that my classmates were more understanding towards my condition and everything. I have Kabuki syndrome, and in the past, my teachers and friends, primary school friends, I didn't quite understand it. So I was always being picked on. But when I got to my secondary school, I had friends who were kinder to me. And then like Mary Vic said, I actually had one teacher who I considered as a friend. I actually did have one teacher which I considered as a friend. Although there was also one teacher that, again, didn't quite understand that I had Kabuki syndrome and everything, but on the whole, I have had so many good friends and then so many understanding teachers as well.
Yes, the world does need to get a kinder place. And that can be our everyday effort. We don't need any other resources because kindness is within us. We don't have to wait for funding to come and then I'll be kind. It's already, we are gifted with it. So it's about sharing our gifts generously. The more we give ourselves and more we give our kindness, more we respect and listen to other people who are, the energy will double up in ourselves.
It goes back to we are our own resource.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. So do you all see how simple power is actually? The power of kindness, because we already have it. Huh? Washima, you said it, you don't need to wait for funding to come to know that you can fix things. You can make people's lives better.
You already can start around. I'm sure most of you are doing it. All of you are doing it.
I think so.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
So while we carry on with our journey, let people start seeing you differently because you are giving what the gifts you already have.
Giving the gift of the image of the child. I like this a lot, I think we should really pull this out and have this be understood a lot more, huh, Vashima? So that you we don't have to think, oh, we got to have all these therapies or we got to have all these things, it's so simple because it can be done by anybody and it will instantly transform any homes, any, people who are down and all that. Can you all see it? And so I think we must make an effort to talk about it because I think you guys are living it and you are each of you are really an inspiration.
Children's Garden Home has lots of these.
Yeah.
Lots of these.
So how do we make this understood, through making this documentation visible? something very simple. It could be an essay, it could be each of you writing, doing a clip of this, reflecting on this. So that's why we're saying the reflection is very important. When you reflect, other people will see and suddenly they get the aha as well. Did you all get an aha today? Yeah.
I also feel like that our dance moves and the rap song will all come from these reflections. So we won't have to just look at somewhere else for the lyrics. The lyrics are going to come from all that we feel and who we are, because that's when it's powerful.
Yeah, yeah. So the program is really for you all to get into the confidence of what you're doing now. You know, it's like an affirmation. It's like, wow, okay. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Maravik, am I saying it correctly? Like, does this strengthen you? But the articulation must come from yourselves. It has to be your own voicing it, your own interpretation, your own stories, you know. So then when more and more, and then the diversity of all our voices put together, saying this simplicity, I think it's very powerful. Now, Felix, you were nodding. Can you share something that's coming to you? Now, Felix, anything that's coming to you now? No? No. Who? Alan, can you share something about one person who believes in you?
Well, I can tell what it is in a bit worse. But I see the other day when she said we will get back. We all get back, remember? I think we have to connect our emotion, you know.
We have to give back. We have to give back.
Yes.
And we have to connect our emotions.
Yeah. I also feel something. Yeah, the key to every children.
Huh?
You know, connect and love.
Connect and love. Love is the key to every children. Can you please write that down? He got it. Love is the key to every child.
So that can be one of the lines in the rap. Love is the key.
Yeah, to every child.
Yeah. So
Connect
whenever you
and
find a
love.
line for your rap, all the lyricists in the group start making it. Start making your rap, because then you will have your dance videos and everything coming up.
Yeah.
So the words will have to come from the heart that we have collectively talked about.
Well, I am feeling quite inspired these couple of months. I'm feeling it already, right? To make a documentary of a video, basically, of all our clipping, all our recordings. It won't be everything, but I'm already feeling it. So if anybody wants to do it, I think it's going to be on the editorial board. But if that's still not happening, it's just going to be another video project. Okay, so I'm already feeling for it, because I think the richness of our dialogues are just so incredible, and we've already recorded each of us, you know. But that piece of work for just 10 months of dialogue it's a lot to get through. But I think for me, I have like a memory bank, so I can actually trail, and then I have my system, which I put all our dialogues and notes in a file. So before I lose this track, I think I'm ready to make like a video. Yeah. So I don't know if any of you actually feel something yet.
So can we start getting the lyrics out for the video rap or song, or let's start getting at least then we can see how we can set it and probably we'll take Ken's help, or our Kenya friends are amazing.
Yeah, so we'll go for a rap or a song for the video. Yeah, yeah, huh? So that's I really it's connecting our emotions, and so actually we work because we turn up for each other. It's as simple as that. I was having a bit of self-doubt about stuff, right? And I was going to talk to all these grant people and all that, and I was thinking of writing all these grant papers, but actually at the end of the day, we work because we have turned up for each other and we believe in each other. So anybody else wants to contribute to this before we move on to something to the... So Washima, you're saying that essentially it's a communication, the positive communication, gentle,
and our authentic selves. So we can't be the gift givers of ourselves if the gift is within us, unless we live authentically and we communicate authentically.
Unless we live love, right?
Love is the key.
Love is
the key.
So, Mary Wick, your teacher really loves you.
You do. Yeah.
It's only from love that it can work, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have the love, then I just say, okay, I believe in you, you won't believe in that, right?
Yeah.
So when we say we care for the person and all that, there is that I care deeply about what happens to you. It's not just whether you perform or whether you are behaving, So I think everyone in here understands that. Ben, you're nodding. You want to share something, Ben?
I guess not exactly, but it's just a small thought, I guess. It's just whole conversation just reminded me of someone, I guess. Yeah, like someone who just helped me through the years, and although we don't keep in contact that much often, it's just that, yeah, it's that trust lah. It's like, okay, I won't say it's like, although I don't see this person that often, like when I do it, but when I do, I feel energized, I guess. It's like, it's good to know that there's someone out there, yeah, who supports you lah. It's just like an invisible force that just keeps you going. Yeah.
So our work is not difficult for us, right? Yeah, because all of us have this love for others already, So that's our core strength. It's such a, but we have to know it, then it can really become our battery pack, It's that knowing without that doubt that this is it. This is the power pack. I mean, I felt it. I feel it today. Like, there's so many things that's in my mind, and there's so many things I want to accomplish. But I think this centers for me. How do you feel about this? Do you believe this?
Children, not translating. Do something with children.
Isaac, what do you think?
I love you. Exactly.
Huh? So now if you're able to articulate it, right, then you can connect to all the literature that's out there, like educational literature, pedagogy literature, therapy literature, or and then you can connect from the theory into the action, which is to say it's an act of love. Can you see how this can drive the energy of the work that you're doing?
I also
so that it's
feel,
not all here, yeah?
yeah, Beck, I can also feel that will be a good idea for us to put out these little videos in our WhatsApp rather than typing. Sometimes it's good to just speak about it.
Yeah.
So you can post your videos as to what you feel. So 2 things you can post is also videos about what is it that makes you happy when you share your own gift from within yourself, or who's that person that made you kind of, who was that person who believed in you? So just make these little short videos.
Yeah, yeah. So can
Make
you
short
do that?
videos.
Yeah.
And also when we share with you Honkai's work about the BB Lighthouse, have a little dialogue, and then you can just say a few things about it as a group. One by one, you can say it. So let's make no more videos more than a minute and a half to 2 minutes maximum, so that you can share it. And this way, you'll also get ready for a new way of communicating on the video diaries.
Yeah,
So
video
share your
diary.
video diaries.
Let's do that. Okay,
So
after today's session.
It can be dignity diaries. It can be identity diaries. So we have visuals of you, because somehow they say the camera doesn't lie. So when you're speaking about it, it's much more powerful than anything else. So be spontaneous, be authentic, connect with your heart, speak with your heart. We don't have to impress each other anymore, because we want to move towards authentic living. Our authentic living is going to give us the power within us. And which is when we meet in Cambridge, that power will radiate and touch many other lives. So we can start with our dignity diaries, creative diaries, identity diaries, self-identity diaries. Any of these topics that we have discussed, you can make a short clipping by giving an example or saying your heart, or not too much with your head. Just speak about it. It's a little daunting in the beginning, but you will see that these videos are not going to go anywhere. We are not going to judge you on any of this, but it's a journey we would like you to take, so that you realize the power within you, that even when you smiled at a child who was around you, what happened? So start noticing what people around you need from you by being that sensitive person and giving generously what you have as your gift. Then the ideas for the bigger projects will come to you with many more layers of making a difference. Simple ways to touch lives. If you find 2-3 sentences, because from that we will pick up the lyrics for the song, our iconic song and our iconic dance that we hope will go viral when we meet and we launch it together. It'll change world, it'll touch lives, it'll go viral, because a lot of hard work has gone into it. Is that good? Lots of things to think about. Peg, do you want to just round up for them as to what are the little tasks till next month?
Okay, so we're going to put in Honkai's reflection or program right up. Okay, so in the WhatsApp group, you can basically make a short video, either of yourself responding to it, okay, or in the group, but make a video to respond to it. So it's a good practice as well, because it is a video world as well. And we want to be able to essentially translate the very complex thinking, right, regarding pedagogy and relating, to something very simple that we've learned today, which, if you cannot remember, then you just hold this conversation that we had, is regarding the image of the child. Okay, so another reflection, two reflections, yeah. So one is on what Hong Kai has written, and we won't name it because you have to reflect. We want to see your response to that piece of work. Okay.
And new questions. You can be asking questions. You can make a list of questions on Hong Kai's work.
Yes. Okay. So that's like kind of like creative, co-creating something together, And then next time, if any of you have this kind of significant pieces of work that you want to pop into for the group to respond to, we can also use this kind of process. Okay. So for now, we will start with Hong Kai's work. And then the second one is the image of the child. Okay, so Justin, hello. I noticed you've just come in.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yes, so we were going to close up already, okay, soon. But today, on dignity, what we're talking about at somehow is the image of the child. One person who believes in you and who has a good image of you and who believes that you can. Okay, you have to watch this recording to understand what we have discussed. But essentially, the homework, so I'm going to call it homework, the video diary. We're starting a video diary series, okay? And not just our recording on Zoom, which we will keep. But I think now we're beginning to work on the video diaries, which everybody will make like 1 to 2 minutes, and then pop it into the WhatsApp group. And then from there, you will see how the editorial board is going to pick up all these things and somehow put it either in YouTube or our youth stewardship kind of webpage. So I think we're kind of ready for that already. I think Cohort 1 and Cohort 2 are just amazing. I mean, you guys are just amazing. There is really not much more work that we need to do on formation or anything. You guys are already living it from such a young age. And I think now it's more about kind of reinforcing all the pieces and to strengthen each of you so that you don't have that self-doubt, we are affirming the really good, strong pieces in each of you. Did I say that right, Washima?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. And also this exercise is going to help us change our way of listening. That means we are not reading all the time. We are listening, we are looking at video diaries as a whole collection of our collective thinking. So maybe eventually we will get it properly edited and it can become a beautiful shared journey of hearts and the way we prepared ourselves to make a difference to ourselves and to the world.
And having it speak for itself so that we don't actually need to explain the videos anymore, That means the videos themselves or the writing themselves, right? Because last month we were talking about publishing our writings, right? So this is publishing our video diaries and in itself will suddenly transform people. That's kind of our goal, I suppose. Yeah.
Wonderful. And then the project that they have been working on to make a difference, these can keep getting ratified and keep getting clear, because till we touch our NDP, our true desire, the true need in the community, and laced with passion, we shall work on ourselves.
What is it?
Need, desire, and passion.
So
the need that we see, the desire we have to respond to that need, and what holds our passion. So there are many ways of responding to the needs.
I think there is a third piece, to today. So one is Hong Kai's reflection, responding to Hong Kai's work. Number 2 is the image of the child. Okay. number 3, I am thinking authentic self.
Yeah.
And using the NDP as a kind of way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
So very simple. Like after this session closes, you just think about it and make those 3 videos and pop it to the WhatsApp group, because that's the way that we can grow, you know.
And don't think too much as to how the video is going to look. As long as we can hear you, and as long as we can see you, and as long as it's coming from your heart, it'll go places.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I have to get into another.
Let's change the world through this way. Okay. Let's do it.
Wonderful. Love you guys, everyone. I have to get on to another Zoom.
Okay.
So
okay.
Have a brilliant week ahead. Brilliant days ahead. Stay safe and laugh a lot. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Yes. And be there for each other. We are there for you guys. Love you loads.
Thank you, Washima. Bye.
Thank you, Washima.
Bye.
You guys are brilliant. We are having such a good time working with you. So none of this work is going to go waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Love you. Believe in you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. So let's do it. We're going to close the session, and then I'll see your videos on WhatsApp for the next half an hour. Okay? Let's do it. Okay? Change the program format a little bit. All right? Unless you all still want to chat a little bit. Huh? Okay, let's do the videos. I also want to go and do the 3 videos. Okay? Yeah? What do you all think? Do you all need any chatting? No? Do you all have any questions? I think today is a lot already. So let's go get the videos. And then the next month, Justin, I was telling everybody that we will go into the third piece. So if you notice, Bernie is on the formation, Washima is on the pedagogy, and I'm still learning from her, right? The third piece is the project management or project outcomes, that kind of thing that I do, where I I just want to teach you all that piece so that, you know, all your projects will be successful in the outcomes. So I think I somehow or other have cracked this formula, because I manage so many projects that I think I have a formula, a system that I want to basically pass to all of you. Okay, so that will start next month. Okay, so next month, if you have a project that you want to bring on to the program, please do so. Then we can help you basically organize it in the 3 ways. Then depending on who are the mentors, but for me, I will help you organize in the organizational way. Okay. All right. Looking forward to your videos now. Okay. See you all.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. See you on next month. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
We forgot to take a photo. All right. Photo. We forgot. Anthony, next time the 4 of us. The 4 of us, yeah. Next time, okay, let's take one. 4 of us. Next time, you the one to take the photo, okay? Yeah. All right. We got 3 of us. Okay.
Benedict.
Okay, now go make your WhatsApp video.
Okay.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye.